For the time, temperature, and forecast anytime, call the KS95 weather phone at 378-2121.
95.1 KS95.
It's time for high school basketball on KS95. Tonight's game is presented by Martin Metal and sponsored by Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles, Winter Shelton Real Estate, the Morgan County Health Center, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company in Versailles, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, Vera Cruz Restaurant, the Osage Beach Hy-Vee, Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales, American Sun Control, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, Jason Blankenship CPA, the Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie, the Bank of Versailles, the Shed Batting Cages, and Versailles Total Fitness. Thanks for listening to high school basketball on KS95.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of KS95 Sports Live at Tipton, home of the Cardinals and home of tonight's matchup between the Cardinals and the Tigers. Much like when Eldon and Versailles plays, I love and hate this game because, you know, we cover both of these teams. And, of course, above all, we just want to see a good contest played here this evening. I'm Colton Taylor. Britt's on the camera. We got Justin back at the studio. Of course, the coach, Jason Vansel, with me tonight. Coach Vansel, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. 2 days off of work and feeling rested.
I'm excited for this one because these are two teams that I feel like have had comparable seasons. And, you know, you don't want to say like the term level playing field, but I feel like these are good matchups for each other.
I think this will be a good game. You know, last time we saw it, Versailles, it was still relatively a new season for them. And the Tipton team just got off the football field like 3 days before. Not joking. I'm going to guess both teams are probably a lot better than the last time that they matched up. So I expect it to be a good one.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Both teams play very physical styles of basketball. They both want to rely on their defense and find their offense secondary. And I'm excited because I'm not going to lie. One of my favorite players that I get to watch plays for the Tipton boys, and I'm specifically talking about the one and only Mr. Ben Beshkin. Ben is a hoot because Ben's like 5'11", and he somehow will score all of his points in the paint.
Yeah.
He just floats around. I like it. I was talking to Coach Culpepper. He described it as old man basketball.
Yeah.
And that's pretty spot on with how Ben wants to score.
He's deceptive out there. You don't think he's going to be the scorer that he is, but he finds a way to get open all the time and get those shots. So. And does a good job of rebounding.
He does. By the way, this is the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show on this Martin Metal broadcast. And if we're going to talk about offense for the Tigers, look no further than Braden Albrecht. The last 3 months, the last 3 weeks, Braden's been on a heater.
He's been picking up his game a little bit. We'll have to see if he can do it tonight because these Tipton kids, they all know these Versailles boys, and they know what we're good at and what we're not good at. So I'm going to guess Mr. Braden's going to find a tough go over tonight. They're going to have something for him, I think. So.
Well, I think we're in for a good matchup. We'll come back with more of this pregame show in just a few, getting ready for Versailles and Tipton. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Have you ever gone into panic mode because you reach into your wallet and your debit card is not there? Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With the Umbrella app on your mobile phone, you can block your debit card with a quick tap of a button. 5 minutes later, you remember that it's in your pocket. No problem. Just go back in and unblock your card, and now it's business as usual. Ask us how you can enroll. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no-fat milk or yogurt every day, 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
And we are back with the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show here on this Martin Metal broadcast, KS95 Sports. It's the Tipton Cardinals and the Versailles Tigers. And speaking of Tipton Cardinals, we're joined by a newly 1,000-point scorer, Miss Clara Williams, with us. Clara, how are you?
I'm good.
1,000 points. First off, congratulations. How does it
Thank you.
feel to hit that 1K mark?
I think it's relieving.
Really?
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Is that
It
one of
also
those?
feels good. Yeah.
Is that one of those things that you've kind of heard the chatter for a while of, oh, you're going to get there, and so you kind of overthink it going into games?
Well, yeah, but I also put in my mind to not overthink it. Like, if people ask me, I just didn't know because I didn't want to keep track, so I didn't think about it.
We're going to talk about the boys' game in just a second, but there's something I've been wanting to ask. You guys now have 4,000-point scores on the court at a time. Does that make it more difficult or easier playing together? I mean, are you guys worried about who gets what points-wise, or is it just somebody scores so we can win this game?
Yeah, the second choice. I don't think anyone's really too selfish, so we're all just, we want to win.
I like that. That explains why you guys win so much, and once again, have a very good shot at returning to that state title game. But tonight, we've got a great matchup between two squads here in Versailles and Tipton. You've got to see a lot of the Tipton boys. Tipton's offense, how are they running their sets from what you've seen, and where do they like to get their shots at?
I would say they know that Dane can shoot really good, so they try and look for him when he's open. And if not, I think the Cashmans both try and set everyone on the outside up and set the ball up. And then you have Ben getting in there and getting rebounds, and he'll shoot the jump shot. And
Ben is secretly 6'8". Just the rest of us don't know it the way he plays. Now, in that same breath, defensively, I feel like the Tipton ladies are known for their grit and aggressiveness on defense. Do you see some of that in the boys as well?
Yeah, I see it. Like, it was a game last week, was it? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. They had a game recently where they were all really getting after it, and it was good to see.
Now, when we saw them very early in the season of the Tipton tournament, it was obvious they were still in football mode.
Mm-hmm.
The cardio wasn't there. Do you feel like they've kind of got their legs under them now and are finally in basketball
definitely.
mode?
I think they're all getting back into it, and they're starting to do good.
I know that you haven't got to see Versailles this year, but I got to ask, from a Clara Williams coaching perspective, what do you think would be the key to the game tonight for the Cardinals?
Shutting down Reese and not letting them get in the paint, I think.
That's solid advice anytime you're playing the Tigers. Clara, before we let you go, I know basketball season is in full effect. You guys had a tough loss to Skyline, but it was a great game. I got to know, does losing at the buzzer like that just make you want to see them more? Is that something that's like a chip on your shoulder now?
Yes, definitely. It was very, I don't know. It sucked to happen like that, but it makes me want to go back and play them again.
Is it nice knowing that you have that opportunity? All you have to do is get to the state title game in Mizzou Arena, and they'll likely be waiting for you?
Yes, definitely.
Well, Claire, I hope we get to see that game. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. That is now 1,000-point scorer Clara Williams. She may know a thing or two about basketball, Jason.
Yeah, she knows a little bit. And I'm sitting there looking at those names over there on the wall in that 1,000-point club thinking, my Lord, if I knew my name was going to go up there with those, that's a big deal.
Well, the thing is, though, Clara, this is why I respect her so much as a player. She really does not care.
She doesn't care, but there will be a time she brings her daughter in this gym someday to watch kids play, and she will.
Absolutely. We are going to get to the national anthem, so we'll pause for that. are just about ready to get things underway tonight. Jason, I got a kick when asking Ava, who really hasn't seen Versailles play much this year, what's the key to slowing down the Tigers? And her advice is you need to take care of Reese Murdoch, and you need to try to keep him out of pain. That seems like pretty good advice to any team playing
sounds
Versailles.
like a future coach right there. She's already seen it. Yeah, she's not lying. You got to control number 2 and probably control number 3 as well. As you said a while ago, Braden's really kind of stepped it up over the last few weeks, so we'll see.
Yeah, a career-high 33 from Braden just the other night against California.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's get our starters for the Versailles Tigers. Jason, I'll leave that up to you.
Senior number 2, Reese Murdoch. We have junior number 3, Braden Albrecht. We have senior number 4, TJ Schoolfield. Junior number 5, Joey Bertelli. And junior number 24, Tyler Morrison.
Big Timo. And on the other side for the Tipton Cardinals, number 1, junior Ben Beshkian. Number 2, Will Cashman, also a junior. Number 3, Lucas Cashman, a senior. Number 11, Ty Bixler, a sophomore. I thought Ty was older than that. Wow.
Yeah.
Number 21, Dane Schlotzhauer, a junior. The Cardinals under head coach Michael Reeves, and of course the Tigers under head coach Wyatt Espinoza. Like I said, Tigers come in at 6-15, Cardinals at 8-14. I feel like these are 2 evenly matched squads that are about to do battle.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game tonight. This is going to be a fun, just a local contest right here. I gotta say, man, the Tipton coaching staff is looking dapper.
Oh yeah, Coach Reeves' suit game is second to none.
Man, that is unbelievable. They look good.
On the opening tip, it's going to be Bixler versus Murdoch. Kind of an odd tip, but it's controlled by Cardinals. This game, by the way, streaming MoSportsZone.com. We're underway here in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Ben has it out on the left wing, looks to attack. It's taken away by Bertelli. Beshkian needs help, finds Cashman. That is Lucas. He gives it to Will at the top of the key, working against Murdoch. Straight man defense. Ben, wing 3 up and good.
There it is.
So much for the points coming inside for Ben Beshkian. Schoolfield has it on the left wing for the Tigers. Goes to Bertelli in the corner, back out to TJ. This is a 2-3 zone from Tipton. Left wing, Murdoch. Goes baseline, tries to get it back to Reese. He does, dishes it out. Albrecht, wing 3 for the answer. Got it.
And we're off.
You get a 3, you get a 3, we all get a 3.
Everybody gets a 3.
Knotted up early. Lucas tries to drop it off to Dane. It's knocked loose. Dane recovers it at half court, being pressured by Braden. Skips it over to Will. Will versus TJ. High post is Lucas. Gets the cutter. That is Bixler working against Timo. Shot won't go. Good defense, Morrison.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Morrison there, not to give up any ground.
Murdoch pushes it ahead to Albrecht. Strong take. Shot may have been altered. Won't go. Rebound controlled by Lucas Cashman. Ben Beshkian drives baseline. Skips it out to the weak side. Will thought about the 3. Still thinks about it. Finally shoots. Won't go. I think Will thought a little too much.
Yeah, just got to shoot that one, I think.
Murdoch the board and wants to push tempo. Lucas gets back on him. Murdoch extra pass underneath the Bertelli. Shot won't climb the iron. Long rebound. Still loose. 2 Tigers fighting each other for it on the floor, and it's skipped over to Morrison.
Nice job finding Morrison.
I love the hustle, though.
Yeah.
Murdoch to Albrecht. He wants another 3 off the front iron. Touch that shot clock. That'll be out of bounds. Ball back to the Cardinals.
I like to just turn those on. Let's use them.
I'm here for it, man.
I like them.
If it was legal, I don't think either coach would care.
No, we better get back. We're about to get beat. There we go.
Will to Ben at the top of the key. Over to the quarter, Dane Schlotzhauer. Dane's such a good shooter. We'll see if Cardinals can get him going early. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Albrecht.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this Tipton squad is because they were just not in basketball conditioning the last time we
You could see the skill, though.
Yeah, it was there. They just didn't have the legs, but
they're going to call Ben for a moving screen. I don't believe he'd do such a thing. He is such a nice guy. I just cannot imagine Ben would commit a foul.
I think he told him that I didn't do that.
Wow, that official should have believed him. Tied at 3 apiece. 6 minutes to go in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Versailles with the ball. Versailles and those road grays going to the basket to our left. Cardinals home whites. Albrecht, top of the key. Drives free throw line, drops it off to Bertelli. He sees a lane, goes to the rim, and shot up and in.
Nice take by Joey.
That may have been the toughest layup attempt of the night for the Tigers and the one that goes. Lucas to Ben. Ben, he's got a lane, steps into that free throw line. Jumper, it's up and good.
He's got a sweet shot, man. You just don't expect it.
Ben Beshkian was made for the 80s.
Yeah.
He loves the mid-range. He loves to get inside. He uses pump fakes. He kind of kicks the one leg up a la Dirk Nowitzki. A 3 from Murdoch up and good. 8-5, the Tiger lead. 5:13 to play in the first. Ben, he'll try a three for the answer. He'll get it. Ben Bestian with 8 early points. He is the Cardinal
He
offense.
is the Cardinals tonight.
Murdoch. Oh, a no-look find. Bertelli lays it up and in.
That's pretty.
Reese, I saw you look that off. That was a slick pass. And a timeout by Versailles. Coach Espy not happy with the defensive effort.
No, and after the Hallsville game the other night, you can bet the Tigers are going to be, they have been told you better get better at it.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't share this on air, but I think most people will agree. When I asked Coach Espy before the game, I said, what do you want to see your Tigers improve on from that Hallsville game? And his reply was everything.
Yeah, and there's no other way to, there's not a nice way to put it. It's got to be better effort.
When you lose by 50, everything is the only answer.
Yeah. There's nothing you were good at. That's the worst loss I think I've ever seen in my life.
By the way, I got to give a little love right now. I see up in the crowd next to Heath Murdoch, Walter Woods here tonight. Walter has been coaching over in Stover, those junior high girls. I'm pretty sure they ran the table this year.
I think they went undefeated.
Yeah, won their conference title game by like 40 points.
Got a lot of talent down that junior high over there.
No doubt about it. It's a steal from Versailles. Schoolfield has it on the run. Out passes to Murdoch. Touch pass inside to Peck. Back to Reese, who lays it up and in. Unselfish basketball from the Tigers, and they lead by 4.
Very nice job. Now you got to do it on this end.
How do the Cardinals answer, though? Will goes to Bixler. He attacks baseline. Skip pass out to Dane. Quick closeout by Albrecht. Dane, shot fake. Fade away in the mid-range. Won't go. TJ the board. You can tell that they highlighted Dane on that scouting report. Braden has been playing him very tight.
Oh, yeah.
Murdoch just blowing by the defense, but the layup too strong. Lucas has the board. Cashman ahead to Ben. Ben inside. Spin move. Triple team comes. It's stripped. Morrison has it. Outlet to Braden. Braden, strong take. Rolls it off the iron, though. It's tipped out of bounds, and last touched by the Tigers.
Just got to get that one up off the square.
That's one a year from now. You wonder if Braden goes up and tries to slam.
Yeah, that's a dunk later on. But today, just get it up off that square.
4 minutes to go in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Tigers hold on to a 12-8 lead. Cardinals with the ball. Will to Ben. Ben to the free throw line. He wants that mid-range. He's got it. The kid's automatic. Ben Bestian has all 10 of the Cardinal points.
He is on fire right now.
I should have known. When Ben walked in, he waved at me from across the gym, and I just had this feeling he was saying, Colton, I'm about to go off.
He was just showing you his hot hand.
He was. Braden, the strong take. He is fouled and will go to the line for 2. I don't know what a Ben Bestian career best is, but I think he's going to try for it.
Well, if they ask him how many he scored, he could just say all of them.
Yeah, he could not have done more thus far. Braden's first free throw is up and good. 13-10 is the Tiger lead. Into the game, Andrew Bestian checks in. A cousin to Ben, by the way. I was corrected about this earlier in the year. That is a cousin to Ben, not a brother. Braden's second free throw rattles out. A lane violation going to be called on Versailles. So Ty Bixler, who was a great receiver for the Cardinals football team, inbounds. Oh, also in the game for the Cardinals, I didn't notice Landon Brack checks in. Ben out to, well, I say that, it might be Carter Helms, actually. They're both wearing the same number. I don't know. Long rebound tracked down by, I'm going to say it's Helms, until somebody tells me different. Helms on the attack, splits the defense, but it's blocked by Murdoch. Bertelli with it, going to bring it up the floor. Crossover, looking to attack. He is, a carry's called, excuse me.
Old school call.
JD, is that Helms or is that Brack wearing 15? Is that Brock? Okay, that is Brock wearing 15. Thank you. They list both of them on the roster, so I wasn't sure. Oh, a three from Schatzhauer. It's too strong. Long rebound tracked down by Reese, and he wants to run. Reese, take to the mid-range. Shot won't go. Rebound tipped around and finally hauled in by Andrew Bestian. Tigers have left a few right on the iron.
Yeah, leaving some easy ones out there.
Andrew kind of lulls the defense to sleep, but the layup won't fall. Rowan Allen, who had just checked in, has the board. Murdoch skips it to Braden. He steps into a three. It's off the front iron. Allen hauls in the offensive board, but it's tipped and stripped. Winds up in the hands of Andrew Bestian, whose shoes you could not lose if you tried.
No, there's yellow and then there's that.
Thank you, Mama Class. Always appreciate the update. Ben on the take. Step back. Off the glass. Ben Bestian has 12 of the Cardinal 12.
You think Versailles knows to get a hand in his face?
I don't think it matters right now. Rowan, a 3 up and good. That's been the Tiger answer thus far. For every bucket that Tipton has had, Versailles has answered with a 3.
Yeah.
Andrew Bestian gets it to Ben at the free throw line. Oh, shot fake. Defender bites. He skips to the corner. 3 lined up, and it is long. Pulled in by Rowan Allen. Murdoch to Albrecht. Drops it off to Rowan. Good defense by the Cardinals. Contesting is Brocht. Reese splits the defense. Strong take off the front of the iron. Won't go. Another layup for the Tigers that hasn't been finished. Pass ahead to Ben. Ben, free throw line jumper. It's almost shocking that missed.
Now he's only shooting 90%.
Yeah, he's going to have to get in the gym. I mean, that's rough. Corner 3, Bertelli won't go. And rebound was fought for, and they're going to give a little push there to Rowan Allen. Yeah. Working against Ty Bixler, who's a very strong young man. Be fair, so is Rowan.
Rowan, yeah, he's aggressive. It kind of got him there, though.
Once again, Rowan started this season with sleeves. He hasn't.
And a shirt. Now he doesn't have either.
Yeah, he hasn't had them since the Adrian game. I've never seen a kid just get a whole sleeve ripped off mid-game, but
on a no call.
On a no call. Bixler on the block, fighting for space with Morrison. Top of the key, Andrew Bestian drives, drops it off to Lucas in the corner. Inside, drops it to Bixler. Stepped in the mid-range, didn't want it. He finds Dane. Dane is one of those shooters. If he can get one to go, he may get 4 more. Dane, it looks like he's got a bandage on over his eye.
He's got something cooking there on his eyebrow. Looks like he maybe got some stitches or something.
The way these Schlotthauer kids play, it wouldn't shock me. Dane was probably mixing it up. Well, his dad's right here. What's the bandage for? Headbutted somebody? Nobody wins in a headbutt.
Dave said the sister beat him up.
Oh, well, it is very possible that it was battling with Ava in the driveway, but you never know. 3 from Ben off the iron, wouldn't go, and Reese has the board. 30 seconds to play. It's a 4-point Tiger lead for Versailles with the ball. Murdoch to Peck. Peck to the free throw line, off to TJ. Skips it to Morrison. Morrison to Murdoch. He's being guarded by Lucas. Now Morrison will try the 3. He's got it. Tigers are red hot from downtown.
We'll see if we can maintain that for 3 more quarters.
10 seconds to play. Andrew drops it off to Ben. Ben thought about the mid-range. 2 Tigers close out. Lucas to Dane. Wing 3 for Schlotthauer. Too strong off the back iron. Long rebound hauled in. And Andrew couldn't get the shot off before the buzzer. We've played 1, and Versailles leads Tipton 19-12. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
The students of Morgan County R2 have done a lot to make their hometown proud, and many have stayed in the community to help Versailles prosper and grow. Whether they excel through sports or through academics, our students need our support. As a parent, be part of your child's education. As a community, be part of their activities by attending sporting events, concerts, and other extracurricular activities. Our support today means better leaders for tomorrow. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
After 1 quarter of play, Versailles leads 19-12. Jason, Tigers came out hot-handed from downtown.
Yeah, we came out hot-handed. We're definitely scoring the points. We fixed some of those issues there. We just got to clamp down on defense a little bit more. I'm not sure Coach Espy's really all that happy with the defense still. We got one player, especially right now, we probably need to key on for a bit.
In the same breath, if you're Tipton, I know Coach Reeves is probably telling his squad, hey, you got to get out and contest threes. Offensively, I thought the Cardinals actually looked pretty solid. Just a couple shots didn't go, and you got to get Schlotthauer going in the second quarter. Murdoch on the drive, drops it off to TJ. Shot fake, gets inside, jump stop, takes the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
That's a nice take. I see TJ get going. It's been a couple weeks of rough going for him here lately.
TJ is the definition of a wild card. You don't know if he's going to have 4 or if he's going to try for 40. Schofield's first free throw is up and good. 20-12. Tigers by 8. Does Versailles play tomorrow?
We play Noster, I believe.
Oh. Second free throw up and good. 21-12. Versailles leads Tipton by 9 early. How do the Cardinals respond? Lucas on the point. Straight man from Versailles. On the weave, gets it to Andrew. Looking for the back cut, gets to Dane. Dane forces it up and in. Tough shot, tough make. Dane Schlotzauer.
Yeah, that was a tough finish right there.
I like that, though. How do you get your shooter going? You get him to see one go down inside. TJ over to Braden. Braden tries to drive. Working against Andrew, and I think Ben got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Be 2 on Ben, I believe.
Gonna have to be careful. He is almost all of the Cardinal offense. He is 12 of 14. That lay-in Dane just had were the first points not scored by Ben Bestian. Albrecht comes off double screens, fires a wing 3 off the back iron, wouldn't go. Ty Bixler the board. Lucas will bring it up the floor to the corner, and I think Andrew was thinking next pass before he was thinking first catch.
Yeah.
I don't know how Coach Reeves is able to squat like that as long as he is over there, but
with dress pants and to hold it like that.
Yeah.
Both would be a fail for me.
He would be a fantastic catcher, let me tell you. Major League Baseball should be calling. Morrison at the high post. Looking for a guard. Finds Peck. Over to Reese on the wing. Reese attacks, dishes it off to Braden on the block. Braden forces it up and in.
Pretty tough take right there.
Yeah, Braden showing a little physicality down low. Cardinals down by 9 with the rock. Schlotzauer used the Bixler screen. Thought about the 3 instead on the pick and roll. Tried to go back to Bixler. It's tipped. Still loose. Diving on the floor, fighting for it. You got TJ down there, I believe, tied up with Lucas Cashman.
Yeah. I like that kind of hustle by both teams. Love to see that kind of stuff.
Lucas Cashman was so much fun on the football field.
Oh, these Cashman kids are good kids. I went to high school with their mom. She's sitting down here in front of me. She was a great lady, and her kids are just phenomenal.
On a foul on the inbounds, they get it to Ty Bixler, and he's slapped by Ben Peck. Yeah, I mean, Lucas was, anytime he touched that football, and he touched it as a running back, as a receiver, as a quarterback, whatever you needed. And same with Dane. Dane was a playmaker for him. Will Cashman, and Dane gets it on the inbounds, lays it up and in. Nice take, Schlotzauer. A couple buckets here to start the second. Reese to Braden. Loses it. It's picked up by Lucas. Lucas waiting for his teammates. Gets it to Dane. He steps into a 3 on the fast break. Just rolled off the iron. Tipped by Murdoch. Controlled by Peck. Back to Reese. Reese wants to run. Switching gears, but he'll pull it back out. Ben took the driving lane away. TJ in the corner. Skips it up to Braden at the top of the key. Braden working against Andrew. Braden on the drive. Gives it to Peck. Now TJ. 5:40 to play in the second quarter. 23-16 is the Versailles lead. Morrison with Bixler on him.
Be looking for Reese.
Good defense by the Tigers. Reese comes free. Corner 3. It's too long. A long 3 is, I don't even know what just happened. I had to pull my head as we lost power here. Murdoch is going to bring it up the floor. Crossover. Inside. Finds Peck underneath, and his shot is short. But he is fouled and will go to the line for 2. Yeah, somebody stepped on our extension cord, and so I'm calling this game into the bottom of a cell phone right now. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, now we're back to normal. How I just did that is how I did the entire Tipton Final Four football game.
No kidding. That's how you had to do it?
On a roof, running a camera in the snow. I don't know who that nice lady is that just went and did that for us, but thank you to her.
I don't know.
First free throw for Peck is short. 23-16. Tiger lead, 5:07 to play in the second, and Peck's second free throw rattles home. So an 8-point lead for Versailles as Peck will get a breather. Rowan Allen back in the game. Also in the game for the Cardinals, Riley Walters. Walters on the right side, drives baseline. Allen takes it away. Ball's loose, picked up by Schoolfield. TJ wants to run in the middle of the floor. Looks to attack, spin move, hangs in the air. Shot won't go, gets his own miss. Drops it off to Reese. Reese goes to the hoop, takes the contact, count it, and a foul.
Nice finish.
Reese Murdoch showing off the English, just kissing it off the glass.
He sometimes has the ability to make the hard ones look really easy, and the easy ones can sometimes look hard.
I've said for years, the toughest shot in the world is a wide open layup.
Yeah.
You think about it way too much. Murdoch, free throw won't go. Lead stays at 10, 26-16, 4:40 to play in the second. Andrew breaks down the press, gets in the middle of the floor, drops it off to Walters. Back to Andrew Bastian at the free throw line. Oh, good find on the back cut. Good recovery by Versailles. Shots blocked, but Will Cashman will go to the free throw line.
Looks like, I guess we got him with some body that looked like a clean block to me, but apparently not.
They're going to get Murdoch for the foul. Will's first free throw comes off down. In the same way that I said Ben would never foul anybody, and I don't believe he did it, I definitely believe that Reese would foul somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But he'd talk his way out of it. Second free throw off the iron won't go either, so 0 for 2 at the line. Tipton comes up empty on that trip. Tigers back the other way. Corner three from Morrison. Off the front iron wouldn't go. Fight for the board. Good hustle. Good rebound. Lucas Cashman.
I like seeing Rowan still down there battling. He didn't get it, but, man, he's hustling.
Brockton to the front court. Drops it off to Lucas. He'll try the wing three. He'll get the wing three. Back to a 7-point game. 26-19 with a little over 4 minutes to go. Murdoch gives it to Albrecht. Step back three. Top of the key. Off the iron. No good. Braden's went a little cold here this last quarter. Will, middle of the floor. Murdoch meets him. Goes to Andrew in the corner. Steps into a mid-range jumper. It's too strong. Rowan another board. Reese bringing it up the floor. Gets to the free throw line. Nice find. That cut up and in for Bertelli. Yeah. Beautiful feed, Reese Murdoch. Walters in the corner. Gives it to Lucas on the cut. 3 Tigers there. It's knocked loose. Recovered by Walters. Albrecht there defensively. They go to the block to Lucas, working against Reese. He needs help. Goes to Will at the top of the key. Finally in the corner is Brock. Strong take. He's fouled on the way. We'll call it on the floor. Cardinals inbound under their own basket.
I know it's a little frustrating. Rowan looks a little frustrated, but we're playing defense a lot harder than we did the other day. I like to see that.
Schlotzhauer and Bixler come back into the game. They check in for Walters and Will Cashman. All right, Cardinals ready to inbound now to get Dane's shoe tied. Brock gets it on the wing. They work it over to Dane. Peck there defensively. Andrew drives. It's taken away. Skips it out. Oh, the floater by Lucas is stuffed. Was that Bertelli with the block?
That was Bertelli. That was a nice block.
Schoolfield has the steal on the fast break. Hangs in the air. Lays it up and in through the contact.
Nice finish.
Tigers have opened up an 11-point lead. Tipton in a bit of a danger zone here. How do they respond? Brock the take. It won't go. He gets his own miss, though. Andrew over to Lucas. Going to the block to Bixler, but it's knocked loose and picked up by TJ in one of the most awkward sequences you'll see. Head to Peck. Gives it to Bertelli underneath, and they'll say he was fouled. He'll go to the line on for 2. I think they're going to get Dane for the foul.
Be his second.
This is just a personal opinion. As a player, I think I would wear a bandage over my eye all the time because it gives this intimidating vibe, and you're just like, what did he do to get that bandage?
Yeah.
And what happened to the other guy involved in the sequence?
Maybe get some on your knuckles. That would really make it look like.
One on your eye, one on your knuckles, and just call it good. Second free throw off the iron as well. 0 for 2, but Murdoch gets the offensive board. Gets it to Timo at the top of the key. Back to Reese. To the corner to TJ. He drives baseline, but it's taken away nicely by Brock, but he gets it to Reese on the cut. Defense jumps. Murdoch scores. Count it and a foul.
Yeah, that's all day. If Reese gets it inside like that, that should be lights out every time.
Reese has got 9, a chance to make it double digits, and he's probably got 4 assists to go with it already.
Yeah. Had some nice looking assists tonight, too.
Yeah.
I know he was not a happy camper the other day, Jacob told me. He said it was a different type of Reese the other night after that game.
3-point play is converted by Murdoch, 33-19. Yeah, I'd believe it. Generally, when somebody hangs 95 on you, you're not happy.
Yeah.
Lucas. Oh, he was looking for Andrew. Knocked off the spot by Reese. Reese has the steal. Gets it into Bertelli. Bertelli back to Murdoch. On the wing, shot fake inside. Drops it off to Timo. Fires to Bertelli. The block, it's Peck. And it's tied up. Jump ball going to be called. Possession arrow favors the Tigers.
Tigers moved the ball a little bit better tonight. Get some extra passes in there.
They look a little more confident and crisp with what their ball movement.
Well, you're not in a track meet where you're wore out in the first quarter this time.
Fair. They lob it into Morrison. They run Murdoch off a couple of screens, but it's taken away by Andrew. He gets it back on the block. Drive Bertelli, hangs in the air, mid-range off the back iron, won't go, and Lucas soars for the board. Under 2 minutes to play. Cardinals find themselves down 14 with the rock. Brock fighting for space inside. And, oof. But to be honest, he may have got away with one there.
Yeah, I would say so.
He definitely initiated contact, but they will call the blocking foul there on Bertelli.
I don't know what the defense can do on that.
That is the 4th foul on the Tigers. Step back 3 from Bestien. Andrew, that is, won't go. Rebound tipped and finally hauled in by Bertelli.
Bertelli doing a good job on the boards tonight.
Reese. Crossover. It's taken away. He'll reset. Fires over to TJ. Back to Morrison in the corner. Now on the short corner, Bertelli. He turns, drives baseline. Oh, nice find to Murdoch, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll shoot 2. Tigers are passing much more efficiently tonight.
A lot better job moving the ball around, finding that extra man.
So Murdoch will go right back to the free throw line. That will be the 3rd on Dane. So 3 on Dane, I believe 2 on Ben Bestien. So first free throw for Murdoch's good. So 2 of your best scorers right now are in foul trouble. Braden Albrecht comes back into the game for Ben Peck. Jacob Vansel will check in for TJ Schoolfield. Jacob back to a Vansel, not a Vansell tonight.
Man, we're not rich anymore.
I'm sorry, the money went away, man.
The Bitcoin crashed on us.
Second free throw for Murdoch's up and good as well. 35. Figure out how to work this thing. 35-19. It's a 16-point Tiger lead with 1:05 to play. Brock on the right side drops it off to Bixler. Working it around. Schlotzhauer goes back to Bixler on the block. Strong move. Tie. It rolls off the glass. Off the iron, excuse me. Murdoch has it. Wants to run. Under a minute. Albrecht. Jump stop inside. Shot up. Partially blocked and recovered by Brock. Braden kind of came down awkwardly there. Brock all the way. Lays out Morrison. And they'll count it in a foul. I think Timo may have tried to sell that one a little too much.
Yeah. He's not going to get a Golden Globe for that.
No, I don't think anybody looks at Tyler and thinks, I bet you fall over really easily. Offensive lineman turn running back next year. I hear rumors that Morrison's actually going to become a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Speed receiver, just running quick slants.
That would be hilarious.
3-point play is converted by Brock. Lead at 13. 35 seconds to play here in the first half of this Martin Metal broadcast. Vansel goes to Albrecht on the right wing. Back to Bertelli. The Tigers run this little triangle at the top of the key when they want to burn some clock and get to the last shot, and that appears to be what they're doing now. They just screen down on the opposite side and flash somebody up. A near steal by Andrew, but it's kept alive by the Tigers. Vansel over to Morrison. So we hit 10 seconds to play. Timo needs help. Oh, the ball's loose, and it's picked up by the Cardinals, tied up by Bertelli. Jump ball will favor Tipton. So 3.7 to go, and I think this is a smart move by Coach Reeves, as he's going to get Ben and Dane back in the game. Even with their foul trouble, you don't mind, because 3.7, you're just looking for a shot.
Well, that's your offense right there for the most part tonight.
I mean, that really
Those two
is.
guys.
That is 16 of the 22 points. So Cardinals inbound right in front of their own bench. They throw it deep to Dane. He turns around, shot fake, step back, 1-footed three. and it almost went.
That was a nice job by Dane.
That was an impressive job creating the shot, just wouldn't fall. So after one half of play, Versailles leads Tipton 35-22. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people. Call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
We may have just watched the most competitive thing we're going to see for a while, and it is titled Chuck-a-Duck. As this young lady right here just won that's walking in the middle of the circle if you're watching the stream right now. Yeah, this Chuck-a-Duck is phenomenal because somebody gets close early, another duck knocks it out, then there's more ducks flying in. By the way, if you're listening at home, they're not real ducks. It'd be way more entertaining if it was.
It'd be hard to get them to hold still until we can measure if it was.
I feel like we'd make somebody mad by the time that was done. Also, it would smell awful in this gym.
I'm telling you, the white duck person should be mad because that white duck looked like it was just as close.
Oh, that white duck was there.
I'd be demanding it. I'd be saying it's rigged.
Jason Culpepper, look up. The man is staring like right in line with me, and he can't see a thing. I swear. He'll figure it out eventually.
He's amazed at the duck thing, too.
He really is. He's like, how could I use this to make my girls better shooters?
Yeah.
This will be at the next Cardinal practice. You're just going to see them out there playing Chuck-a-Duck from half court.
Some elementary kid just made a Ben Franklin for throwing a duck on the court.
That's
why are we working?
That is the best part of all of it. At the half, Versailles leads Tipton 35-22. We'll start with Versailles since they are leading. Jason, what were the Tigers doing well in that first half?
Well, shooting the ball. I think they were passing the ball well, moving it around, finding that extra pass, and we hit 1, 2, 3, 4 threes in that first half. So just scoring the rock. 19 points in the first, 16 in the second. So for us, that's pretty good.
And for the Tipton Cardinals, they started off strong offensively, but I felt like it kind of fizzled a little bit in the second quarter. I got to believe a lot of that is the foul trouble that put Ben Bestian on the bench.
Yeah, you got Bestian and you have Flotzauer both with a little bit of foul issues. And those guys, 16 of their 22, I think, something like that. They've done the lion's share of the scoring for them, so that's going to hurt. So somebody's going to have to step up for this Tipton team in the second half.
Well, I think you will get Ben back out on the floor, obviously, because, I mean, he has the 2 fouls, but it's the second half. You just got to let him go and tell him to be smart. But the problem is Dane has 3.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dane's going to have to play some heads-up basketball. But either way, I think we're going to have a good game in the second half. I do believe Coach Reeves is going to be in there making adjustments. I'm a big Coach Reeves fan. He's a great guy, but also he's got a good basketball mind to him as well. And so I know he's going to have something planned for these Cardinals. And in the same breath, Coach Espy, he's got to be a lot happier with the effort he's seeing tonight after that Hallsville game.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I don't think we started off real hot still. And I think he would agree the way he got on him. But yeah, you got to be happier with any effort. I mean, I think the other night we got shell shocked and we just kind of gave up. As bad as I hate to say that, we didn't really know what to do, so we didn't do anything. So just the effort alone tonight, trying to hold these Cardinals down. So.
And it's not an easy task. Like I said, to hold Tipton to 22.5, that's really saying something. So,
and I don't want to say that, I don't want to be mean towards Versailles from the other night. If anybody watches this Hallsville team, you're going to see something special with that crew right there. I mean, there's a reason they're staying ranked, and it's legit. To me, that's the best basketball team I've seen this year.
I don't disagree. I think the big issue was there were points in the game where you could tell the effort wasn't there, and because it was little things about not getting back.
Yeah.
And because it's one thing, if you get back and a kid dots your eye with a three as a coach, you go, all right, that is what it is. Like, you can live with that. I think the issue is when you call a timeout in the huddle, you're saying, hey, after every shot, I want you getting back. And instead, you're watching Hallsville shoot while your kid's on the other side of half court. I'm sure as a coach, that's infuriating.
Well, yes, it was. And Espinosa he hangs on every win and loss, man. So emotional. I mean, he's so invested in this team that it's going to give him a heart attack, the other night. But no, I'm glad to see us coming back with a little bit more effort because it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay to lose. You never want to lose. You always want to win. But, man, you have to show up through the fight. Now, if you don't win the fight, you don't win the fight. Sometimes they're better fighters than you, but you have to at least show up to the fight. And we just didn't show up the other night. And I think Reese Murdoch knew it. I think there was some words said afterwards. I think the leadership part of Reese really came out the other night after the game a little bit. And I think he was very angry, what I understand. And very well should have been. So,
yeah,
hopefully it's fixed. Hopefully we won't see it again. But
by the way, just a reminder, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be in California tomorrow night. Cali playing host to the Eldon Mustangs. Always a fun one when you get a Tri-County throwdown like that. So looking forward to that game. We'll have it here on the radio as well as MoSportsZone.com. Mizzou back in action on Saturday as they travel down to Georgia to take on the Dogs. Mizzou, a dominant win over Oklahoma last night. Number 21 ranked Tigers. Was kind of neat, though, watching the game when I see Mr. Luke Northweather check in. I was like, hey, I called his games against Versailles and Eldon. And, I mean, good for Luke to be able to go play. To play D1 ball is amazing. To play D1 ball in the SEC and you actually play, that's different.
It's pretty cool to see a kid represent Mid-Missouri at that level, especially because there's very few Mid-Missouri kids that can say I was an Oklahoma Sooner, and they wanted me and gave me money to come down there and play.
And I will say, I think there was a little bad blood involved with that, if I understood right, because that was, I think that was the Conzo Martin era. Mizzou was not very good that year, and I just remember that they had basically called and asked Mizzou, like, hey, or at least from what I heard, hey, you want to come look at him? And
I don't think they were interested.
No, and of all the teams, UMKC wanted him, and then UMKC beat Mizzou that year to make it better, and he was able to decommit and wound up talking to Oklahoma. That's one of those, I mean, if you're a 17-year-old kid playing basketball and the University of Oklahoma calls, you answer.
Heck yeah, man, especially the day of NIL. Heck yeah. You're going to pay me to do this? Heck yeah.
So congratulations to Mr. Northweather, just playing, and I mean, he plays well, very talented young man, 6'11", and I don't know. I always hear size isn't the factor, it's about skill. What happens when size and skill are together? Because I watched, a couple years there, Wyatt and Kobe go at the Northweather boys, and there was just times where Wyatt and Kobe do everything right, but the difference was one was 5'10", the other was 6'11".
Well, the thing is, this ain't the 1980s or 90s anymore. Everybody that's big has skill now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just seeing different type of dudes, man. When I was a kid, if you saw a 7'5" guy, that was like a Manute Bowl. You knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
You didn't see this kind of skill at kids this size.
Manute Bowl might not be the prime example there because Manute Bowl would shoot threes.
Well, he did. Oh, that's a good point. Was that like one game or he did like his career load all in one game? Wasn't
he hit like 7 threes in one game because the Suns wouldn't guard him.
Yeah.
And after every one, they're like, I don't think he can do it again.
Well, back at that time, very few. I mean, like anything over 7'1", maybe 7'2". If you were taller than Kareem, you probably couldn't even get up and down the floor.
That's
those
fair.
Tall. You didn't see no Wemby type guys out there. So now, when you talk about skill, And you have to be big. Man, they're all big and skilled anymore. It's unbelievable.
No, that's very accurate. Speaking of skilled, as we wrap up our Hy-Vee halftime show and jump into the American Sun-controlled third quarter, Versailles leads Tipton 35-22, and the Tigers will have the first possession of this third quarter. See who gets off to the hot start in the second half. Murdoch looks to drive, drops it off to Timo on the left wing. Braden with it, comes back to the top, working against Will Cashman. Little hesitation, gets to the short corner, makes space, finds TJ underneath for the reverse layup, up and good.
Nice look, nice finish.
Yeah, good movement off ball by Schoolfield. And a great find by Braden. Lucas looking to answer, comes back the other way, was trying to find Ben. It's knocked loose by Bertelli, and then Ben is fouled by Reese. That'll be Reese's second foul. A nice first half for Reese. 12 points, and like I said, probably 4 assists in there.
It was a normal Reese game that first half.
That's a very accurate statement. Lucas over to Ben. Ben has the chair pulled. Drops it off to Bixler. Will over to Dane. Oh, looking for the back cut, and the pass was just got away from him. He was trying to feed Lucas on the back cut, and instead it went off the back board.
Couldn't have hit the corner any better than that to literally come back and get that kind of ricochet. That was crazy.
Albrecht over to TJ. Working against Dane at the free throw line. Dumps it off to Bertelli. Back to TJ on the left wing. He dives to free up Murdoch. Skips it over to the corner to Albrecht. He attacks, makes a little space, drops it off to Reese. One strong dribble, scoop shot up and in, counted it a foul.
Yeah, that's there all day long. Tigers just doing a good job of making that extra pass tonight. I don't know if it's something they're meaning to do or if it's just working out that way. But
17-point lead for Versailles. Reese going to try to make it 18 with his second three-point opportunity of the evening. And it's up and good. 40-22. 6:45 to play in the American Sun control third quarter. Do the Cardinals have an answer? Bixler on the drive. Strong take, flips it up halfway down.
Nice
Lucas,
rebound.
the offensive board. He is fouled. I just noticed in the background, Steve Carvajal, athletic director and assistant coach over there, the Lady Cardinals. And, of course, the young lady next to him, Maddie Carvajal. She's kind of good at basketball, too.
She's done a couple things this year.
Yeah, she went over the 1,500-point mark as a junior.
Good Lord.
First free throw for Cashman. Falls. Yeah, that's, like I said, if you're a defensive, or if you're a coach getting ready to play the Tipton ladies, and you're like, all right, who do we need to take away? Do they have a 1,000-point score? And the assistant coach looks at you and goes, they have 4.
They have 4 of them. Which one you want?
Yes. Oh, I see. Well, they're all seniors, right?
Probably
Only one
got
of them.
future one coming up, too.
Oh, more than likely. Second free throw, good as well. It's 40-24. Yeah, that's the thing. They have 4,000-plus point scorers, and 3 of them are juniors. Maddie will likely go down as a 2,000-plus point scorer. Her name's going to be on the top part of this scoring club on the wall. It's just an insane amount of talent right now. Morrison backdoor cut. It's picked off in the hands of Ben Bestian. Ben wants to lead the fast break. Dishes it over to Will. Will head of steam. Hangs in the air. Blocked by Schoolfield. Something I haven't said a lot in my broadcasting career. No offense towards TJ. Just, he's 5'9".
He talks like he's 6'2", though.
That's fair. TJ does talk a big game. Albrecht to Bertelli in the corner. Straight man from the Cardinals. They went zone earlier. Just really wasn't working for him. Albrecht, a little hesitation as he gets inside. Pushed off ball. Peck has it. Drops it back off to Braden. Over to TJ on the right wing. Tigers being patient here. See what they do. No Murdoch on the floor. Morrison on the drive, picks it up, needs help in the middle of a trap. He finds Albrecht on the left wing. Skips it to Morrison. Bixler out on him. Albrecht now at the top of the key, working against Will in the corner. 3 lined up. It is short. Good look for Peck, just wouldn't fall. That was about a 45-second offensive set for the Tigers. Ben, mid-range jumper. He was trying to bank it, which at this point does not surprise me with Ben. It just didn't go. That does surprise me. TJ, fast break, 3 up and good.
TJ getting going in this game a little bit.
TJ's another one of those. Easy shots are really difficult. Tough shots, sign me up.
Yeah.
43-24. It's a 19-point Tiger lead with 5 minutes to play in the American Sun Control third quarter. Will, strong take, but it's blocked from behind by Peck. Schoolfield fires ahead to Peck. He drives. It's taken away by Will. Dane comes on the double team. Peck fires it to Schoolfield. Skip to Morrison. Over to Bertelli. Albrecht flashes high as Bertelli resets out on the logo. Goes to Timo on the left wing. Peck back off to Albrecht. Fires it to Bertelli on the block. Tries to fight for space. It's taken away by Ben. Albrecht on the cut. Gets it back. Lays it up and in.
Tough take.
21-point Tiger lead, 45-24. Cardinals just trying to find some offense right now. Bixler, that'll work. And a little runner up and good. Ty Bixler gives me the vibe that he's one of those kids that doesn't know exactly how strong he is.
Yeah.
Morrison, corner three, won't go. Schlotzhauer, the board. Peck there harassing him, but Schlotzhauer keeps possession. Fires ahead to Lucas, who dumps it off to Ty. Back to Will. Will inside, out to Ben. Corner three, Bestian off the iron, wouldn't go. It's tipped, rebound fought for. And was a foul called? Or was it just, I think that the Tiger in there fighting for it may have been standing out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it's just out of bounds.
So the ball stays with the Cardinals. 3:45 to play in the American Sun Control third quarter. Inbounds, it finds its way to Brock. Shot won't go. Rebound Tigers. Pass ahead to Morrison. Back to Bertelli at the top of the key. He drives, jump stop inside. It's stripped loose. Finds up in the hands of Rowan Allen. Block from behind. Bixler has it. Brock to Bixler. He drives right side. Take two strong. Offensive board, Andrew Bestian. Drops it off to Lucas Cashman in the left corner. Inside. Good take. Scoop up and good. Soft touch there by Lucas Cashman. Lead is 17 with 3 minutes to go. Rowan attacks. Goes right at Andrew Bestian, and Bestian played him clean. Ball out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Tigers. Tigers are doing something they don't normally do. They've let Murdoch stay on the bench for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, what's the deal?
I think he's getting, it's known as rest. He's never got it in a game, but they're letting him have some here. Inbounds to Albrecht. Fires right back to Peck in the short corner. He drops it off to Vansel. To Peck on the wing. Timo, left wing. Working against Bixler. Double team comes. Timo drops it off to Peck. Morrison sets the screen for Ben, but it's fought through nicely by Lucas. Albrecht working against Will. Mid-range, dropped off to Vansel. Those Vansels are corner shooters. You got to watch that. Rowan Allen, top of the key to Morrison. Back to Peck on the right corner. Up to Albrecht. Long Tiger possession again. Vansel looks to drive, fights inside, has it stripped, gathers, muscles it up. Shot too strong. Rebound, Lucas Cashman. Fires ahead to Bixler. Bixler, strong take, but the shot is short. Morrison, another board.
We got lucky there, but we got beat back, and that's something that I don't want to see anymore.
Rowan, spin move, drops it off to Timo. Thought about the shot, instead works his way inside, gets the defense in the air. Albrecht, three, top of the key, up and good. Inside out game. Morrison got the penetration. Albrecht got the bucket. It's a 20-point lead for the Tigers. 2 minutes left in the third. Tipton wants the timeout. We'll take the break. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
With 2:02 to play in the American Sun Control third quarter of action, Versailles has opened up a 20-point lead, 48-28. Jason, you kind of get the vibe that all the energy and momentum is riding with the Tigers right now.
Yeah, they just they're on it a little bit on offense tonight. They got a lot of scores, a lot of kids in the scoring column tonight, just playing good team ball.
I mean, and Tigers try to aggressively trap at half court. Cardinals stick with it. Go to Cashman on the outside. Lucas to Will. Andrew. Bestian's pass. He was looking for Brock on the weak side, but it's tipped out of bounds. I mean, if it tells you anything, the Tigers, didn't even think about putting Murdoch back in.
No, I mean,
Reese is just chilling out over there.
Tipton's only scored 6 points in this whole second half right now. So, I mean, until that changes, Reese could probably sit over there and just keep breathing.
Brock to Bixler. Or excuse me, Bestian, not Bixler. Foul's going to be called on the baseline. I don't know who it was on, so I assume a Vansel, and I assume correct.
Probably. We're not the fast-footed. We're not the speed demons on defense you think we are.
When I hear a foul, I just assume a Vansel was involved.
My kids don't know how to lay a foul.
Oh, goodness. It's an art form. Cardinals inbound into their own basket. Andrew Bestian has it. Drops it off to Will. Will at the free throw line. Goes to Brock. Long stride. Splits the defense. Scoop shot won't go, but he's fouled. He'll shoot two.
Nice job just getting that shot off.
I feel like sometimes these situations where you find out a little something extra about yourself as a player, because you don't want to be down by 20. I'm not saying that you do, but there's a little less pressure at that moment, and you try some stuff you normally would.
Yeah.
First free throw, though, for Brock won't go.
It's like Reese and TJ are enjoying the break over there together now.
Second free throw's up and good. That's concerning if those two are just sitting over there talking.
I don't get them back in.
They're either solving life's problems or creating new ones.
They're plotting.
Allen, it's nearly stolen. It is stolen by Lucas. Good job jumping the pass, and he is fouled by Peck on the fast break, so Lucas will go to the line. Just a great read and jump by Lucas Cashman.
He's a great athlete.
Like I said, as a wide receiver, he was phenomenal. First free throw is up and good for Lucas. Makes it an 18-point game. Second free throw coming up. With 1:20 to play in the American Sun Control third quarter, and he knocks it down. It's 48-31. Tigers by 17. Versailles inside. Drops it off to Vansel. Over to Peck. Albrecht in the corner. He drives baseline, makes space, muscles it up. It won't fall, but he'll go to the line for two. They're going to get Will for the foul.
Seems like Braden scored a lot more than what he has.
How many does Braden have?
He, I think I've got him messed up here by 2, but he, 9 points. 10
he has
points.
10 now. What's wrong?
Because I have him for more than that, but
I don't know.
Just seems like he's done more.
Second free throw's up and good. 50-31, Tigers with a 19-point lead.
Good, so I am correct. Coach Walters confirmed it.
I don't know. That's scary if you guys agree and somebody else doesn't. I don't know who to trust there. Cashman inside to Bestian. Strong take wouldn't go, or excuse me, Bixler, not Bestian. Braden, because I need more B names apparently, goes baseline, dumps it off to Ben. Now I'm doing this on purpose. Oh, and just making space is Brock. He rushes up the court, goes to Bixler. Underneath, Andrew rises up and lays it in. Little smash mouth basketball going on. 30 seconds to play in the third. It's a 17-point Tiger lead Versailles with the ball. Albrecht sizes up, goes to the free throw line, drops it off to Vansel. Corner is Bertelli. He drives, lane to the rim, giving up. His shot won't go. Will the board. Lucas, Brock at the top of the key, steps through and fires to the corner to Andrew Bestian. He drives baseline, fires it to Will. Extra pass, tie, three. It's short. And that's how the third comes to a close. Versailles has opened this one up a little bit. It's 50-33 after 3. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
Martin
Metal, just outside of Versailles, Missouri, is proud to announce the operation of our new laminated post-production plant. We now offer our customers high-quality glued, nailed, and planed 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply columns. Yellow pine and treated 2x6 and 2x8 constructed. These posts won't split, warp, or twist and are backed by a 50-year warranty against rotten decay. Order by the job, the bundle, or the truckload, as we offer delivery in Missouri and across the heartland of America. Call Martin Metal to find out more. 573-378-4050 and move your project forward with Martin Metal.
As we enter the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter of action, Tigers lead by 17. Tipton with the first possession of this fourth quarter. Brocked on the right wing, straight man defense from the Tigers. Well, no, it's not actually, is it? I don't know. Timo looks lost, so I don't know what they're playing. Ben, free throw line jumper off the back iron, won't go. Bixler keeps it alive and lays it up and in.
Nice job by Bixler.
Seriously, I'm not sure what the Tigers are doing defensively. I was trying to watch Timo to get a feel for it, and then Timo was trying to watch somebody else to figure out what they were playing, and so we're all confused right now.
Freestyling.
15-point game. Schoolfield on the drive. Drops it off to Albrecht. Wing three. Braden halfway down. Oh, and Bixler, just a little too much momentum. Couldn't corral the rebound. A 15-point lead sounds like a lot, but if Tipton could have got the stop in the board there and a bucket on the other end, suddenly you start sweating a little bit.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time left.
TJ, it's the inbounds. Jump stop. Inside. Spins it in.
That was unique.
TJ Schoolfield.
Put the English under.
Any other points for TJ, put him in double digits. Bixler. Oh, extra pass underneath. TJ tips it into the cheerleaders.
Better wake up, girl. Took one to the head there, didn't she?
Yeah, that'll do it. Cardinals to inbound under their own basket. Andrew Bestian, the trigger man. He gets to Dane, who drops it back off to Andrew. Andrew literally drops it off to Brocked. To Bixler. Skip back. Deep three. Dane off the front iron. Schoolfield kind of got leveled by Andrew Bestian there. Andrew just crashing, trying to get the board.
This boy's playing hard.
It's one of those TJs like, oh, a nice easy rebound, and then boom, he's on the floor. Braden head to Schoolfield. Finds Reese, who had just checked back into the game to start this quarter. Over to Braden. He sets the screen, little pick and roll. Braden inside, muscles it up and in.
He's got a nice little lefty, don't he?
That is a tough take from Braden Albrecht. Well, I've got it as, okay, it's 54-35. Ben in the short corner. Goes to the block to Bixler. Dumps it off to Brock. A blocking foul going to be called, pushing foul, whatever you want to say, on the Tigers. That's going to go on Bertelli. No, that's going to go on
TJ. That's only his first? Wow.
That is kind of weird now that you say that. Strong take. Brock laid up. I've never seen TJ get his first foul in the fourth quarter.
No.
I've seen him get it in the starting lineup announcement, but I've never seen him get it in the fourth quarter. Bertelli, a crossover on the drive, has it knocked loose, dives on the floor to keep it alive, gives it to Timo. Timo in a triple team, and he is fouled.
Getting them elbows going.
That somersault move from Ben Bestian was impressive.
That was impressive, wasn't it?
Brett, I totally forgot you were here until you just said that. I've never seen you be this quiet in my life.
It's kind of a slow game, in my opinion. It's like a low energy type.
It's also because it's cold in this gym and it makes you want to take a nap.
That is true.
Dawson and Morrison at the free throw line. They run Braden off a couple screens. He dives back to the basket. He's blocked by Bestian. Right back, though, to Braden. Out to Bertelli, to Timo. Wing three, Morrison got it. Timo, the sharpshooter.
Can't sleep on that boy. It'll make you pay.
Never doubt a running back that pulls a three. Andrew Bestian fires up to Ben. Ben loses it off the foot of Bertelli. Ball will stay with the Cardinals. Ben was the offense in the first half, but he's been slowed down. He's been held scoreless in the second.
Been very quiet since.
Gets the inbound, head and shoulder fake, drives. Oh, ball on the deck. Ben gets it back somehow, drops it off to Brock. He'll try the wing three. He'll get it. Would you believe that Ben Bestian drew it up that way? He's like, I'm going to lose this ball twice and then get the assist.
Yeah.
Reese to TJ. TJ gets it to Braden, who attacks, hangs in the air, readjusts, misses, gets his own board, drops it to Morrison, off to Bertelli. Inside to Reese, creates space, muscles it up, it won't go. And the layup on the other end, Schlotzauer. Dane, even with the bandage being strong. Murdoch to Bertelli. To Morrison, the corner, it's Schoolfield. He'll try a three. Nearly banked it in from the corner, which is not easy to do.
No.
But if anybody's going to try it, it is Schoolfield. Brock gives it to Bixler, who he goes hard to the basket, but it won't go. TJ the board, and he is fouled by Andrew Bestian.
Bixler, I like watching him. He's a hard-nosed kid, man.
Yeah, he really is. He plays football and basketball the exact same way.
I mean, when he goes to the hole, he goes to the hole.
Well, and the best part is he's just a sophomore.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. A sophomore that's that big and strong, Ty could be something.
Take him back with us.
TJ on the point. 4:15 remain in this one, and it is a 15-point Tiger lead. TJ on the attack, jump stop, drops it to Braden. Braden may have got away with the travel.
I think so.
Gives it to TJ, over to Rowan. Back to Braden, no travel, just a three, and he connects. Lead back at 18 as we hit 4 minutes to play. Everyone on the floor for the Tigers right now have scored. Well, the same with Tipton, actually. Bixler to Bestian. Andrew, corner three. High archer up and good.
Everybody making them now.
TJ crossover, makes some space, steps back, goes to Bertelli. Albrecht skips it to TJ. TJ gets two guys to bite, flinks it up, gets laid out. TJ will go to the free throw line with a chance to put himself in double digits.
TJ playing with a little bit more focus tonight, I think. Haven't seen this TJ for a while.
TJ to me is the definition of controlled chaos. To everybody else, it seems like chaos. To him, it's just TJ.
Yeah. Get his swagger back a little bit, I think.
Schoolfield's first free throw up and good. That gives him 10 on the game. 61 for Versailles. Second free throw coming up for TJ. It's short. Rebound, Lucas. Telling you, Jason, you got to watch this Cardinal team play football next year. They are something else. Dane, quick trigger three. It's short. Tipped by Ben. Winds up in the hands of Will. Ben, hook shot.
Nice shot.
Ben Bestian. I'm telling you, I could watch Ben Bestian play basketball every day. He is, it doesn't make sense.
No, he's a fun kid to watch.
And I don't mean that insulting. It's just like none of the looks are what you expect. It's like he plays bigger than he is.
Yeah.
It's a 14-point game with 3 minutes to go. Tigers led by as much as 20. Give Tipton credit. They have never, rolled over in this one, even when down 20, which is easy to do. TJ to Rowan. Rowan takes a little shove from Ben.
That'll be 4 on Ben, I believe.
I still don't believe he committed any of them.
No.
Britt, don't roll your eyes. You fouled 3 people just running that camera.
Maybe.
You'd have to play to foul somebody, wouldn't you, Britt?
She actually was, when we were at the game the other night, she was showing pictures she'd found, and it was one of when she did play, and it's her guarding Myra Class. When I say guarding, I mean Myra had turned the corner on.
Past me, okay?
Yeah, she had already blown past Britt, and I was like, Britt, how do you think that play in? She's
You
like,
might as well give some of them pom-poms from them girls over there and just cheer her on.
Rowan's first free throw is up and good. Yeah, I asked her, I said, Britt, how'd that play in? Myra scored. I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that when I saw the matchup.
But at least I have a picture with her.
At least you know one of her 2,000-plus points were on you.
Exactly. That's monumental.
Second free throw for, well, I don't know how to tell you this, Britt. It's not a very elite group. There's a lot of people she scored.
There's a lot of people that kind of add to that.
They meet up on Wednesdays. We'll get you the
I was
address.
a part of the journey.
Oh, Ben up and under, pulls the jumper off the back iron, wouldn't go. Reese the board, but it's tied up by Bixler. Jump ball. Oh. I thought it was a jump ball.
Well, I thought they called. I just turned my head. What they? Oh.
They called Bixler for the reach.
Yeah, that's a jump. Let them boys play.
So that will send Reese back to the free throw line. Reese, like I said, very good game. Most of his points in the first half. I mean, he hasn't really been needed in the second half. He's got 16 on the night at least. His first free throw off the iron. See, I say something nice, and he starts missing free throws.
Well, I was getting ready to say that he's had a good night from the line, but
that's why I don't say nice things.
Yeah, I'm not even going to thank him anymore either.
He thinks I'm being mean to him to be mean. I'm being mean to him for support. Nope, second one to go. I don't know. Being mean doesn't work either. Yeah. 2:25 to go. It's a 15-point game. Oh, Tipton trying to get back in this. Lucas underneath a shot fake, and two kids tried to jump on his back. He might have taken a knee to the head.
Yeah, I think so.
The problem is he never got the shot off, so the foul is on the floor. And
that would be the correct call.
Will is pleading his case. He's like, I was about to go up with it. And they're like, you were, but you didn't, is the problem.
Yeah,
like you got to just throw that up, basically.
About doesn't count.
So Will, the trigger man, tosses it into Ben. Ben, shot fake, spins the free throw line, goes to Ty Bixler. Ty drives baseline. A blocking foul called on Bertelli.
I'll tell you what, man, if you're going to square up on Bixler, you better bring it because he comes hard.
Ty is... I mean, that's what I say. He doesn't know how strong he is.
He literally just moved Bertelli out of his way.
Ty, I don't know if Ty technically played tight end or wide receiver, but it didn't really matter.
Well, he's a strong kid.
Yeah. When he caught passes, there was no running around you. It was, let's see if I can go through you. They had a running back named Pyle that did the exact same thing. It was fantastic. Ben Bestien, the spin move at the free throw line, and he is fouled. That'll be team foul 4 on the Tigers. Anything more will be free throws. 2:08 to play. 62-47. Versailles leads Tipton. Morrison and Schoolfield come back into the game for Rowan Allen and Bertelli. I thought the Tigers were going to try to play with 6. Well, Cardinals inbound before the substitution's even done.
We got 6 out there. Somebody got to get off the court.
Yeah, Joey was very confused. He didn't know if he was being subbed out or what was happening.
Just got to count to 5, and if you're still out there, you got to be sit down.
Bixler, fade away, won't go. Schoolfield, the board, spins away from 2 defenders, finds Murdoch. As we hit 2 minutes to play in the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter, Murdoch to Albrecht. Wing 3, Braden, too strong. And the rebound, once again, I mean, Ben Peck literally just bounced off of Ty Bixler.
Yeah, they're all just bouncing off of Bixler right now.
Oh, strong take the other way. Andrew Bestien, shot won't go, but he's fouled by Schoolfield.
This Tipton team's not dying easy, man. They are fighting the whole way.
I'm just almost laughing at this. Ty isn't doing anything malicious. He just jumps for a board, gets hit him, and fly the other way.
Some people are just like that. Just every time you touch them, it hurts. Every time they're just strong.
First free throw short. It kind of reminds me of Shane Randall.
Yeah.
Shane Randall was always just built like that.
Mike Barrett was like that back when I was in high school and we played Stover.
Yeah.
Just walking by me, you grazing, it hurt. Leave a bruise.
Well, that's probably because he hit you when you walked by.
Just a hammerhead. Yeah.
Second free throw's up and good. I'm not saying that Mike hit people. I mean, just you specifically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guarantee he hit me.
It's a 14-point game now after 1 of 2 from the free throw line for the Cardinals. 1:35 to go. Peck picks it up, needs help, finds Schoolfield. Ben Bestien on him. TJ needs help. Has to find a guard. He was going to Vansel, but it's knocked out of bounds by Will Cashman. So like you said, I love the fight in the Cardinals. I mean, 125 down by 14 doesn't look great, but the Cardinals aren't letting up.
Not letting up. They just couldn't find enough offense to this point to stay in it.
That really was the problem. I mean, the Tigers went on a hot streak in the second quarter where the threes were falling and just never seemed to look back. And it's a near steal, knocked out of bounds, last touched by Lucas. Because I'm pretty certain, without having it in front of me, that the Cardinals have won the fourth quarter.
I believe so.
Reese fires to the corner to Peck, going to Morrison, nearly stripped back to Peck. He'll try the corner 3. He'll get it. 65 on the board for the Tigers, lead back at 17 as we hit 1 minute to go. Ben skips it to Lucas. Lucas Cashman from 3, danced around the iron, nearly fell, but Vansel gets the board. Jacob breaks the press by himself into the front court. He'll go right to the iron, his floater halfway down. And a rebound while sitting on the floor for Lucas Cashman.
Don't see that very often.
No, Andrew Strong take the other way. Too strong. Vansel another board. It's stripped. He dives out of bounds, nearly takes out the ref, and it'll be Cardinal ball.
What a flurry of action.
That rebound. I mean, Lucas was sitting on the floor underneath the backboard, and the ball just popped right down to him.
Your Versailles, that's kind of got to be unacceptable, don't it? When you sit on the floor and get a rebound.
3, top of the key from Bestian. Won't go. Vansel has 3 rebounds in 30 seconds.
He'll tell you that's a goaltend.
TJ gets in the corner. I don't think the Tigers are going to look to shoot again. Reese to Pack.
I just wouldn't want to run into Bixler again, so I'm holding.
Honestly, just a sophomore. If Ty sets a screen, you and your fillings will feel it. Oh, and a near steal. It is a steal. Will Cashman picks it off. Will lays it up and in on the other end. Getting it back down to a 15-point game, but that will be all she wrote. The Tigers pick up the win over the Cardinals 65-50 in this matchup here this evening. Post-game shows coming up. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Sold-out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle-dazzle. 2, 1, he shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win! Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner. Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Since 1882, the Bank of Versailles has been locally owned and operated. Lending decisions are made right here in our community by people who understand real estate in the area. The Bank of Versailles is your local home and farm loan specialist, offering knowledgeable staff and competitive fixed rates that are hard to beat. The Bank of Versailles, building relationships with the people in our local community for 142 years. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As a new year rolls in, it's time for everyone's favorite thing, taxes. Okay, while it may not be our favorite thing, it's something we have to do. Jason Blankenship, CPA LLC, is here to take the stress out of tax time. Whether it's W-2 and 1099 filing or business and individual taxes, the staff at Jason Blankenship, CPA LLC, is here to help with all your payroll, accounting, and tax needs. Give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop in and see us at 401 East North Street in Elk.
Aye, Captain, the seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
We're back with the Bank of Versailles post-game show after the Tigers pick up the win over Tipton 65-50. Joined now by head coach of the Versailles Tigers, Wyatt Espinoza. Coach Espy, how'd you feel about your squad's performance here this evening?
You know, something that we've struggled with in the past was, getting paint touches, and really we were just settling out on the perimeter. And tonight I felt like that we attacked well and we cut well and we hit our cutters. Sometimes I came up here and I said, man, we're cutting and we just don't see them. And we were seeing cutters, and we missed a lot of layups that I kind of frustrated with, and we kind of let their physicality get to us a little bit. But overall, I was really proud of the way that they attacked offensively. They cut well, and then when we hit shots, it's because they're inside out. We're getting paint touches and we're kick out threes rather than just swinging around the top and not really doing much, and we're just forcing up shots. So tonight, I thought the biggest difference from our past games is we really focused on getting inside the paint, and really doing that with the pass and cuts as well. So
you talk about those cuts. One thing that stood out to me early was Reese Murdoch got to be a jack of all trades because, yes, he had 14 or 16 points in the first half, but he probably had 4 or 5 assists because he was finding those back cuts. How different does that make your offense look when you have players moving without the rock?
Well, we talk about being efficient, and if we want to win games, we have to be efficient. Now, against a lot of teams that play, like Tipton, they pack in their man really well, which we can get a three-pointer at any time. It really comes to everybody buying into cutting, and then, and like I said before, we've cut and we haven't seen our cutters. Well, it's because we haven't done it enough, and we haven't done it often enough to see it. So now that we're doing it enough and we're cutting at the right time, we're starting to see it, and it just makes us so much more efficient. And like I said before, we aren't a terrible shooting team, but we don't shoot well whenever we don't get paint touches.
if something happens once, you call it a fluke. If it happens a couple times, you call it a hot streak. But it seems to me Braden Albrecht has found his role in this offense and has found a way to score the rock. I mean, this has been several weeks in a row now that Braden's got to be averaging 18-plus a game or whatnot. What is it that Braden has done or changed midway through the season that has turned him into, I mean, what may be the Tigers' leading scorer right now?
Just playing with confidence, really. And, you know, Braden has done a great job, and we knew that Braden can shoot it, and we knew that Braden, once he gets inside, he has a great touch. But overall, as a team, when we're attacking and we're cutting the way we are, it opens him up for the shots that he can get. I'm looking at it. TJ had 12 tonight. We had other 3 guys in double digits. That's what we need. And, you know, I'm going to give a shout-out to Joey, who was cutting, and he missed a couple layups that we want him to make. But overall, it's just when we are playing as a team, we're so much better. And he's going to hit shots because he's a good shooter and he finishes well. So, I mean, yes, Braden, you know, he's probably arguably been the leading scorer in the second half of the season, but it's really because we're playing as a team and we're sharing the basketball and we're doing the things that get him open to have that type of success.
I know you take everything one game at a time, but you now hit win number 7 on the season with 3 games left before district play starts. How big could it be for this Tiger squad if you were able to win out and get to double-digit wins before district play?
You know, it's everybody talks about, you know, success in the postseason. It's not all about it's not always about who's the best team, but kind of who gets hot. And you know, whenever I played, and I tell the boys this, but they hate hearing about glory days, but we weren't the 1 seed in our district, and we got hot at the right time, and we started playing well. And if we can continue to play well and get hot at the right time, you know, we've seen it in the past. We play with a lot of great teams. And whenever we play with great teams, it gives us opportunity to win. If we can do that in our district where there's 4 or 5 great teams, we throw our name in the mix and we keep playing well, we're going to be right in there with all those other guys.
Well, Coach Espy, I thought it was a great showing from your squad tonight. A big win for you guys. I know you got Knob Noster coming up tomorrow. What do you say you guys go make it 2 in a row?
Absolutely. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That is Coach Wyatt Espinoza. His squad picks up a 15-point win here this evening over the Cardinals out of Tipton. I mean, Jason, it just seemed like from tip to final buzzer, the Cardinals were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I feel like Versailles, we were just moving better on offense. I feel like a lot of games we kind of do too much standing, but we were just moving without the ball a lot better, and I think that's why we saw that extra pass a lot of times kind of come to fruition, and I think it's what helped us have multiple scorers tonight. So pretty good night overall if you're a Versailles Tiger.
I was very impressed with what we saw out of Versailles, and I think it's just something going forward that they can build on. But nonetheless, a very nice showing. We'll be back tomorrow night with Eldon and California as they will do battle tomorrow night, Tri-County Showdown. Versailles is back at home with, I literally just said it, now it escapes my mind, with Knob Noster. And I'm just giving you a hard time, Coach. It's really no big deal. We'll spend plenty of time with you very soon, I promise. What did the scoring look like real quick tonight for Tipton and Versailles?
For Versailles, we had, let's see here, Braden Albrecht led the way with 18. Reese Murdoch had 15, so 2 pretty good performances there. TJ got into the scoring tonight with 12. We have, let's see here, Tyler Morrison and Joey Bertelli both tied with 6. And then we have Ben Peck and Rowan Allen with 4 each. So that pretty much does it for Versailles. A lot of scores tonight.
That's what you want to see as a coach. How about the Tipton Cards? Who led the way for them?
Tipton Cardinals tonight. We have, let's see, Ben Bestian led the way with 14, which all but 2 of those were in that first quarter. He came out hot. We have Lucas Cashman and Landon, was it Brocht?
Yeah.
Both tied with 9. Then we have Andrew Bestian with 6. Ty Bixler with 4. Schlotzauer with 6. Sorry, I don't want to forget him there. And I lost my count. Will Cashman with 2. And I think that pretty much covers it.
Well, good showing for both these squads. Like I said, we'll have Eldon in action tomorrow night. But a big thanks to Justin back at the studio, Britt on the camera. Always fun working with you, Jason. We'll have more coming up. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
You've been listening to high school basketball on KS